What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Anything Box as we continue through Worth 1992. Big thank you to Rick, and also to Herman, who kicked off the Anything Box deep dive, and also to Luca, who was ridiculously adorable. The next track is Wedding Day. It's highly specific. I wonder if this is just the framing and the story will be told through the lens of a particular day. Obviously a day of great significance. I suppose it could be figurative in meaning, but that seems less likely to me. I'm more inclined to see it as a literal wedding day, but that being part of a larger narrative tapestry. In any case, I will be on the lookout to catch what lyrics I can. Let's give it a listen. This is Anything Box. The song is Wedding Day, and it's from their 1992 album Worth. tune from these guys that I absolutely love. A number of their songs, maybe not all the ones I've heard so far, but a number of them have this like beautiful melancholy. It's beautiful and you can feel the tender emotion, and yet it's also sad and painful. Maybe I felt the pain, expressing that as clearly as any, but it's true here, and more on the lyrics, which I do have a notable interpretation of. I don't know if that's correct, but more on that in a moment. But I love the sonics. Like, first of all, the opening minute or two, it reminded me of like one of the Martin Gore harmonium tracks, where he would write a track where it's really kind of stripped down, it's just his voice and like a organ or synth style melody. It feels like this is one that was sort of in that vein. But as the track went along, eventually we got more percussion and a little more energy. I mean, it was never high tempo or like bombastic in the sonics, but it definitely got a little bit more of a groove to it. But yeah, I love the different elements, the like deeper synth chords. There were some like higher ones than that one that was really sort of, like a sinusoidal wave going up and down. Then obviously we had the wedding bells, the church bells, which feels very conceptually appropriate. I do think it's a wedding day, but I don't think it's between the narrator and the person being addressed. I imagine it, and indeed we heard both a male and a female voice. Like, I didn't realize in the very early days of reacting, but yeah, my understanding is that they have a male and female lead vocalists, plural, and I think they were both heard here. But yeah, it sounds like the narrator is essentially in love with someone who's getting married to another person. And as to the degree of understanding of the other person, I'm not entirely clear, but it does sound like they're aware of the strong feelings the narrator has for them. He's saying, like, you told me on your wedding day that you wanted me to be happy, and it's like he knows they're going to be separated and she's going to be living another life, but he had to come and tell her. And it's like he's even saying, like, I still know what I need to do. I need to find you and tell you how I'm feeling. So it's like he's still convinced that, like, the destiny, or what really should happen normatively, is that he and this other person should be together. And I don't know if this means, like, they grew up together, they were like best friends together, maybe they did date before, but it feels more like the narrator always had these sort of unrequited feelings and maybe just never wanted to pressure the situation. Maybe he did come forward and say them, but she kind of kept him at arm's length, which again, the reality of that situation might reveal what she knows on the wedding day. So again, it feels like she is aware of the strong feelings, and on some level has strong feelings for him too, just not romantic, or that, like, she's ended up with someone else. So it's kind of this like bittersweet sympathy between the two, where like he's still speaking of her very fondly, still attended her wedding day, didn't cause a scene, didn't make a big deal about it, and was told some tender things, I hope you're happy, and I want you to have a good life, and so on. But he's sort of like holding the emotional bag, and ultimately she's going to turn and pivot with someone else. So if I'm reading the story right, it's like this excruciatingly yet beautifully emotional snapshot, but reflective of a larger implied timeline, both in the past and forward. So yeah, I really enjoyed the songwriting, and again, I really enjoy their tunes. I've said this since I first started going through them, and again, shout out to Herman in addition to Rick. But yeah, if I had heard them back in the 80s, or the end of the 80s into the early 90s, I would have been a fan. So it is cool to catch up on their music now. So let me know what you think of this one, and I will see you next time. Peace.